Let's take a look at a United States $1 bill. What is it that gives this thing value? You can give it to people and get back, food that you can eat or things that you can use and things of hard value, but what is it about this little piece of paper that makes it valuable? Or I guess it's not paper, is it? It's cotton, something like that, right? Well, one kind of interesting exercise is to step back in time a little bit and take a look at what the very, very first United States dollars looked like. So I have here one of the very first that was printed, and let's zoom in on it and kind of read some of the words associated with it. So if we zoom in, let's just say towards the very top here, notice that it says silver certificate up here at the top. So what does that mean? Well, if we zoom out a little bit, it says that this certifies that there has been deposited in the Treasury of the United States of America, and then the sentence kind of continues in an awkward way below, $1 silver payable to the bearer on demand. So what that means, what this dollar originally represented, was the fact that you were going to be able to turn in this bill for a silver dollar. So what is it that you actually got when you turned in, for $1 silver or something like that? What is it that was payable on demand? Well, you have what's another form of money, what you can use in commerce and kind of trade with people as a medium of exchange, officially United States money, but the difference is that the piece of money itself is the valuable metal. It actually is the silver. So in theory, if you didn't trust the United States government anymore, you could melt it down for just the pure silver, and maybe other countries still value that silver. And similarly, there was gold coins like this that people would use. Like this right here is a gold coin worth $2.50. And this kind of money, this gold coins or these silver coins, has a special kind of name. It's called commodity money. Let's see, commodity money. And basically what this means is that the thing that you're using for money, the thing you're trading around, has some value in its own right. Even if it wasn't money, it would still be something valuable. This word here, commodity, basically means just anything valuable. It could not only be, silver or gold, but things like food or furniture or livestock. These are commodities. And, you could argue that silver and gold aren't valuable other than the fact that people just like using them for trading. I mean, they're kind of pretty and useful for jewelry, and there's some electronics that use them. But on the whole, the main reason that people value silver and gold is because they're used for trading. It's kind of because other people value them. So it's a little bit weird that these are the quintessential examples of commodity money, when in fact other commodities, like wheat or oranges, feel much more, real, hard, valuable, something you can use in its own right than the pieces of metal. But nevertheless, these are commodities. And the other form of money here, where you have something that you could in theory exchange to a bank, and then the bank would return to you, the actual silver that it represents, the commodity that it represents, in this case, silver. These are called commodity-backed money. Commodity-backed. Because their value is being backed up by the value of whatever commodity they represent. Another term that you might hear for them is representative money, because they are representing another good, representative. In this case, silver or gold. But in the early days of money, like thousands of years ago, you would have representative money like the shekel, which represented a certain weight of barley. So it doesn't just have to be silver or gold. Sometimes you have money that represents a different sort of commodity. So commodity-backed, representative. This is the kind of like old-style United States or other countries' money. A lot of people had commodity-backed money. But in modern terms, it's common not to have either of those. You just have this bill that's not backed up by silver. You could not turn this in and get silver as a result. And this is termed fiat money. Fiat money. And this word fiat kind of means a decree or a declaration. So it's like the United States government has declared that this is money. And just by declaring that it's money, presumably that gives its value. It's a medium of exchange, and you can store this for value, right? The paper's not going to degrade. It's something you can store. And it does give a unit of value, assigning a number to various goods out there. But it is just something that was declared. It's not an actual hard good. And this is kind of an important distinction to recognize, is that fiat money really does mean it's just trusted. It's just taken on faith that people will find this valuable. But for that matter, that's also true of silver and gold, right? Like, it's just taken on faith that if you melted down the silver, other people would find that valuable. And same goes for gold. And in fact, in some, even though a lot of Western cultures valued gold a lot, there were other cultures that they might find, like in Asia, that didn't value gold in the same way and just thought, oh, why is everyone getting all up in a fuss about this fancy metal? So this idea of having money that we use basically because we trust that others will find it valuable isn't actually that absurd. And as long as it serves those same three basic functions of money, you can have a working society. You know, barring things like hyperinflation that makes it so that it no longer serves those functions of money. See you next video.